We are underway in this AFC wildcard weekend contest. Ajante Westert to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017, and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Kind of a fun moment as a quarterback when you jog on the field in this situation. Hey, you know, weeks 1 through 18, they really don't mean a lick right now. It's a whole new season, a whole new sense of urgency, and he's got to lead the way.
Get the fullback involved here. Solid running here, and that's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
At the 35-yard line.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. From the gun, it's Rush. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on third down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for third down. Throw here, third down. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before. He's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Play action now, Rush. This one's to Andrews outright. Breaks a tackle, he's still going. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They kick the running back in motion. Rush throwing on third. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Ready up.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34.
70 Lions.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. First and 10. Here's Rush. Looking to his fullback now. And they shut him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. This is Henry on second. He's got it in the red zone. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. That is Tyler Luke now on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
This guy looks so good over the course of the regular season. They're hoping that he can bring that same kind of production with that arm of his to the playoffs. It's delivered in the passing game again and again and again. But we know this is a whole new season when we're talking playoffs.
There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Again, it's Smith to the air. That's complete. Here's Thornton. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for Raiders first. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Give up the guts. It's Genty. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Short pass brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on third and goal? From the gun, Smith. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders finish up their opening drive. You're good on the point after. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Western on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. Shoves him off. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
To the air with Rush. They'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Throwing from the pistol, Rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick six. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. It's a 14-7 game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Another give here to Jency. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. They're set up at the 35 now.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun give here to Jency. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Namdi Matabike making that stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. This one finds Thornton. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Smith looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds space, middle of the field. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Lasers this one deep down the middle. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to start out at their own 35. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Shotgun snap to Smith. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
It's a screen play to Genty. This is not going to get it done on third down. They catch it behind the line. This goes for a loss. Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He brings in the fair catch, and as he does it, we'll see what this penalty flag is all about. Well, if there's an avoidable penalty, Brock, that's probably it. He just didn't let him make the fair catch, and that's going to help their field position considerably. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Rush looking to pass. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Danger, kid. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Raiders, the receiver Dante Thornton Jr., out and ready for their next series. And his rookie season has been among the best of all the guys we heard announced in this past NFL draft. You can see that late in his campaign, he is one of the top contenders for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Vegas, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Running from the pistol here with Genty. And he's got 4 on the run. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Raiders have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Back to Genty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Smith on 3rd and short. That finds Besh, complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one hits for 30, and that's a Vegas first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. 2 set of downs inside the 35. Setting up the screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing is Smith. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Genty. He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
First down.
From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air, it's Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Giving this to Genty. Good running. He rips off about 7. They're still short. 4th down coming up. Katie York now on for the field goal. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. York knocks it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Western on the return. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. There he goes on the right side. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Okay, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
21. Raiders 17.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
Our trip around the league starts now in the Motor City. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And this is Javonte Williams. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Cowboys make a statement. They are not to be taken lightly. The number 6 seed knocks off the number 3. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the New York Jets. And it's the rookie, the number 1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Titans are moving on. The number 3 seed takes care of business in front of their home fans. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Josh Downs. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Colts pull off the big upset. The wild card knocks off the division champ. They're moving on to the divisional round. And here's a look at the current playoff bracket in the NFL playoffs. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
This kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle.
The Raiders take over first.
The Raiders and running back Ashton Jency headed back out there. And even though he's only a rookie, he's played like a seasoned veteran this year. Right now, he's the guy who, if the season ended this instant, would be going home with that Offensive Rookie of the Year award. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Escapes the pocket. This gets forward to around the 29. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Positive that effort. You didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him at the 38. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And it sets up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Smith to the air now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, third and long. Completed to his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first.
And the Raider first down. A gain of 15. First down, Raiders.
Smith's going to throw again. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they They take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Genty from the gun. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. York tacks on that extra point. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
24. Ravens 21.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Wester on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. First call here coming from the shotgun. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He has it on the QB sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
For the Ravens.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. The Raiders to the receiver Dante Thornton Jr. out and ready for their next series. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. First down, Smith to throw. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Raiders, first down.
Smith setting the throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this one does not go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Las Vegas, first down.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Raider first down.
Hand off to Genty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on third, Smith. That's caught for the first. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
And the Raider first down. 24-yard gain on the play.
From the red zone on first.
First down.
We go to Genty on the dump off. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Quick pass, right side complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. Fourth down coming up. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Raiders have it, hoping to close out a win and advance another round.
For the field goal. A 27-yard
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
21.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens trotting out their offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And this hasn't been a common sight out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Rush. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. We'll pause here. There's someone injured after that play, and yeah, it's their tight end, Mark Andrews. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun here, Rush. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
44-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. So we'll take a pause for the injury, and that looks like Derrick Henry, who's in need of some assistance out there. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Rush. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Check 58. Here we go.
They give left side to Genty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, that kind of game may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
This is Genty on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throw here, 3rd down. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Here's Henry on the option. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st and 10. Here's Rush. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He stopped just before he can move those chains. That brings up 4th and short. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just beyond shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Rush now. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Rush. He brings it in. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mitchell off the pistol give. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Short side option here. He's running left. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens find a way to tie it late. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Raiders 27.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
At the 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. That's taken in by Tucker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Time running out here, down to a half a minute to go.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down.
By Jair Alexander.
Setting up to pass. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Tried getting that one to Jack Besh. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Now to throw. Has a man on target to Thornton. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36. the gut. It's Genty. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down. They get the timeout, and with 1 second left, they're going to get mentally prepped to, you'd think, try this game winner. Every eye in this place now staring directly at Cade York. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So it all comes down to the right foot of their kicker. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And their postseason starts with a win as they take this wild card game. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.